This is new movie story idea, part 2. This is the rest of the first story that wasn't completed. So they're in the room, and she's on the gynecology chair, strapped down, and he gives her the injection, and he's going, and she's screaming with labor pains, and she starts flailing, and she's strapped down to this chair, and she goes and she starts growling and kind of almost having a seizure while she's turning back into a zombie. And what's happening is the zombie disease, or the zombie infection, is going from the baby back into the mother, and that's the way the cure works. Well, she's struggling in this chair, and all of a sudden the father, the doctor, pulls the baby out, and the baby's got a normal cry. The baby's normal, and he's crying, and he's happy, and he's looking at his boy, but then he looks up and he sees his woman, the woman that just gave birth to his baby, the woman that he originally saw in the hospital, the woman that is now the mother of his child. 2 years later, turned back into a zombie, and just is just all over the place, and he's almost his face is just really distraught, and he doesn't know what to do, but he's holding his son, so he's got fear and love in his eyes at the same time. And all of a sudden the cops bust in, and a bunch of people from the hospital and his administration bust in, and they grab the child and they throw him down on the ground, and he's on the ground. No, stop, wait, no, you can't do this. And they go and they wrap up the baby, and they rush the baby off, and a woman takes the baby and puts the baby in a car, and they speed off in an unmarked car. And they grab the man, and no, you need to, please, I can save her, just give me a little more time. And they go and they take him, and they hit him in the back of the knee, in the back by his kidneys, and he falls to the ground. They pick him up again and tell him to shut up, and they throw him in the back of a squad car, and they rush him off. All of a sudden you hear you're standing outside the house, and all the neighbors are outside wondering what's going on, and it's late evening, and you hear a gunshot, and all the police are standing around, and the sirens are going off, and all this commotion, and all of a sudden you see a little old man sitting at a table at a diner at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's nobody in the diner, and he's having his cup of coffee, and he's looking up at the TV, listening to a news report, watching the news report of a man who killed his wife and tried to kill their newly born baby son, newly born infant son, but the cops stopped him and took him away. And there'll be more on it later on in the afternoon when they get updated on the story. So they turn it into a cover-up where he was just a madman, and that's the end of the story. And I like I said before, I want it to end kind of like a Training Day, where it leaves it so wide open to where you can believe whatever you want to, but the whole idea is the cure is there, and the idea that the man could save his child, and the mother gave her life, and all the selflessness that was given to let this one person come back into the world. That's what my whole idea is in these movies, is watching people give their all to make things happen, to stand up for what they believe in. So that's the rest of my movie idea. I'm sorry about the first one that it got cut off. I ran out of time. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'll have more ideas and a different movie idea for you if I don't do comedy skits instead. Thank you very much. Leave me a comment. Thank you.